warm up to it, because it's all about fire. There's another word that I think is associated with this, which is tapas. Tapas is not Spanish dinner. Tapas means the inner fire, and it's a kind of word for discipline. And like the importance, because a lot of people, they're like, yeah, I do yoga. And I'm like, because they go like once a month, you know. And really, to be a real yogi, it's a daily practice. A little bit like brushing your teeth or cleaning your ears, which a lot of us don't do over here every day, but in India they do. They have these crazy cleansing rituals. And yoga is about removing like the fuzz inside the body so that our physical energy can flow a little bit better. So see if you bring your hands together, palms together, but then open your wrists and place them just in front of your third chakra, so just in front of your solar plexus and your diaphragm. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, relax your neck. And when you breathe, I want you to really feel that you're using your diaphragm. So when you inhale, you inflate your diaphragm, you create more space. And when you exhale, you compress your diaphragm pulls upward. So you really move in and out with your lung. And I don't know when was the last time that you took some really big deep breaths, but let's make them now. And see if you can connect to that part of you that is really fire. We all have fire inside of us. Some of us have turned it off a little bit more, and sometimes, I have to share, this morning I put it on my Instagram already, so you can check the full quote, but it was saying, how is it that like the highest praise for a woman and a mom is to call her selfless? Like, what kind of BS is that? Who wants to be selfless? Shouldn't we be like self-fulfilled instead of, leading our children into becoming selfless, empty creatures? Shouldn't we model for them what it looks like to be on fire, to be whole? Instead of mothering and modeling. I think I like that idea. So if you've been too selfless recently, this is your call to action. This is your wake-up call. Feel all this energy here. You start to feel it on the insides of your palms, right? It's like a little zzz, that electric current emanating from this chakra. So, you've come to my class for a reason today, and you're here to fire yourself up a little bit, to get warmed up from the inside out. There's going to be a couple of moments, not that many, don't worry, but a few moments today where I'm going to ask you to just hold on and be strong and find that inner willpower and determination. So why don't we start now, here? But from a very loving space, from a very compassionate space, from a very giving goodness to the self space. If you step out of selflessness, what do you step into? And then lift that fire from your belly towards your heart. Raise your heart to meet your hands. Bring your chin in towards your throat. And then gently bow your head to the wisdom of your heart. And then see if you slowly lower your hands to your knees. We're going to do breath of fire. We've all done breath of fire before, right? It's nothing new. About 30 rounds. And then on the last inhale, reach up. Oh, Andrea, where are you? In the garage? It looks like you're underground. Yeah. Okay. Last inhale, we're going to reach up and really stretch out really high. Hold for about 10 seconds. So you inhale and you hold your breath here. And then you exhale and you come back. And then we'll do that 3 times. Okay. So when we're ready, nose or mouth is fine. Go as fast as you can, but the second you can't hold the rhythm, you're going too fast. You need to slow down. Let's start now. Inhale. It's like you're hanging from your fingertips. Hold your breath, hold your breath, hold your breath, hold your breath. And then slowly exhale and come very slowly all the way down. Let's go again. Inhale. Hold. Exhale, make your way slowly down. One more time. Here we go. Inhale. Reach up, 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 up. Maybe you can get a little bit taller. Just a little bit. Just a little bit more. And slowly make your way down. Now that the belly is kind of nice and soft, it's okay to really let it be loose for a little bit so that we can breathe through it. With your inhale, lift yourself up, and then with your exhale, twist around and look over your shoulder. Inhale, come back towards the center, and then exhale to the other side. And I want to do that about, what's a good number today? 5, 6, 5. 5 times to each side. The reason why we exhale when we twist is because when you exhale, you can kind of suck your belly out of the way and twist a little bit more through your stomach. And you got all these organs in there. And sometimes when you feel down and you don't have any willpower and your Manipura chakra is blocked, and the last thing you want to do is move. You just want to sit on the sofa and eat more ice cream. Maybe not in the winter time. Maybe now it's like chocolate, and then we need to free up a little bit of space so that we want to. Somebody told me as well, the body is naturally lazy. It just wants to eat and rest. And I just don't think so. I think the body loves to move. I think it's depression that just wants to eat and rest, or, when we're healing or whatever. But naturally, the body quite likes movement. Last time to the right side or left, wherever you started. Let's stay here and do 2 extra breaths. So when you inhale, get a little bit taller. When you exhale, twist a little bit more. Inhale a little bit taller. Exhale, twist a little bit more. Beautiful. Let's come back to the center. To the other side. So inhale and lift. Exhale, go a little bit more. Not forcing, just kind of exploring, where can you go? And even if it's just another millimeter, that's cool. And then come back to the center. If you're sitting on something like I was, take it out. Cross your legs the opposite way around. And then hold your hips in the same place. And let's try to move mostly from this place. So mostly from the diaphragm. So circle your way around and see if when you inhale, you can really fill up. And when you exhale, you can really compress in. Bring your shoulders with you. Bring your head with you, nice and floppy, like a noodle. And then see if you can get it to go a little bit bigger, a little bit wider. Maybe bend your elbows a little bit more. Maybe bring your nose closer to your belly button and then closer towards the ceiling, whatever. We're going to do one more circle. And then we're going to stop leaning forward and see if you can come down with your elbows to the floor. Bring your head inside, like you're a turtle, sticking your head inside your shoulders. And then with your inhale, bring your head forward and look up. Exhale, then stick your head back inside. Inhale, come forward, look up. Exhale, head inside. Inhale, forward, look up. One more time, bring your head inside. Inhale, look forward, come up. And then bring your hands onto your knees and we'll do a few circles going the opposite way. So go the other way around. And again, you can start kind of slow, just really feeling that you're moving from your center, from your fire center. And start to bring your shoulders in with you, bring your head like you're just kind of flopping your head around, like your neck doesn't even matter. I mean, protect your neck, but let your head be soft. Check in with your tongue, check in with your jaw, check that your forehead is soft. See if you can relax the skin on your face. All right, and then slowly come towards sitting on your bum, bring your feet in front of you. So Sadie Nardini, who's a teacher that I really admire, she's got this fist of fire thing going on. Have you done that with me before? No? Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So fist of fire is like you pull energy from above and then you pull it down pretty forcibly, and there's no weight, so you could just like flop. But if you pull a little bit more, then you can, you'll feel a little bit more. When we're working, activate your pelvic floor, squeeze your belly in, roll your shoulders back. So we're not, now the turtle part is over. Try to be a little bit more uplifted. So we're going to start up here. When you bring your fist down, you raise your feet. Ready? So 1, 2, 3, exhale. Inhale, come back. Exhale. Inhale, come back. Beautiful. Exhale. Inhale, come back. Exhale. Inhale, come back. And then this time, exhale and leave your feet up here. And then we're just going to bring our hands from side to side 5 times. So that was 1. This is 2. This is 3. 4. 5. Nice one. You can cross your feet at your ankles and come over to all fours. Let's start in tabletop. So flat back, knees underneath the hips, hands kind of underneath the shoulders. Look between your knees. Just make sure that you can't see your toes. That way your feet are behind your knees. Let's do 5 cat to cow. Let's start with a big exhale. Bring your nose inside your belly button. Stick your tail in between your legs and try to press your spine into the ceiling. Inhale and find your cow pose. Head goes towards the tail, tail towards the head. Exhale, come back in. Inhale. Let your belly get really heavy. Exhale, suck your belly up inside. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. And come back to all fours like tabletop. So the back is kind of neutral and flat. See if you bring your left hand forward and then your right leg back. And we'll hold here for 5 breaths. Jesus, really? 5? Yes, 5. Press your fingers forward, press your heel back. Try to really lengthen out. So your hand is moving away from your foot is moving away from your hand. 1 last breath. And then exhale, bring your elbow to meet your knee underneath your body. Inhale, reach out, open. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach out, open. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, elbow to knee. Last time. Reach out to open. And then go to the side. So open your right foot to the side and your left arm to the left side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, open to the side. Inhale, open. Try to keep your foot hip level, so it's not coming down to the floor. Try to keep it on the same level as your hand. So you're keeping everything straight-ish. This was the last time. Bring your hand and your foot forward, and then see if you can find your foot inside of your left hand. Press your foot up. See if you can raise yourself a little bit higher. Beautiful. Open, 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 open. How's your tongue? How's your forehead? And then slowly release. And I think we should do just 2 breaths in child's pose in between this and the next side. So come back. All right, let's come back up. First to tabletop. Check in again that your knees are in the right place, that your hands are underneath your shoulders. And then right arm forward, left leg back. We're just breathing here at first, remember? Press your hand forward and your foot more back. Really lengthen. You can imagine that there's magnets on the walls of the room, and you've got magnets in your toes and your fingers, and you're being pulled. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, open up again. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, open. This time to the side. Exhale, open up. Inhale, come back. Exhale, open up. Inhale, back. Exhale, open to the side. Beautiful. Press into your feet. Feet, but especially into the left foot now. So it's not just dangling. Last time, open. Come back, bend your left knee. Find your right hand around your left foot. Press your left foot up and open your back a little bit more. Beautiful. Feeling all those little stabilizing muscles doing their work now. Release. Child's pose. I'll give you 5 breaths this time, but only if you take that 5 breaths and take the time to massage your hands a little bit. Maybe move your wrists around, maybe make some fists. Maybe just flick your fingers a couple of times. As we start to look forward, we're going to come up onto our knees, and then we're going to take our right foot and step it forward next to the right hand. Tuck your left knee a little bit further back, but we want to try to keep the right knee on top of the right ankle. Take your right hand off the floor, reach it up, look up at your thumb, and then see if you can bend your left foot and find your right hand around your left ankle, your left toe somewhere. 5 breaths. And Maria, try to keep your right foot all the way down so you're not tipping over. Yes. Feels good, right? Kind of. It's horrible. Hate it. Hate it. Don't want to do it. Go home. Release. And then it's dragging it out. So come down on your elbows. Try to avoid letting the knee run off to the side too much. Try to keep it in towards your shoulder a little bit. Breathe. How's your tongue? Oh, yes, friends. Release. Take your right foot back. Let's just do 2 breaths in child's pose just to flatten the thighs out. Look forward, come up, take your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Just check that your knee stays above your ankle. Maybe bring your right knee a little bit further back. Keep your right hand where it is and then lift your left foot. See, oh, yeah, we did that in the wrong order, but it's okay. We'll find our way back towards the right foot. And then just remind yourself that, yeah, it's good for you, even though it might not feel that good right now. That tension is there all the time. We just don't take the time to feel it. Last breath here. And then release that out. Come down onto your elbows for dragon. You can let your head just dangle if you want. To let your tongue just dangle inside your mouth. Give your mind a moment to relax. Alright, and then see if you come up onto your hands, take your left foot back. Let's take 2 breaths in child's pose. You can bring your hands down next to your feet. And then see if you slowly come up so that you're sitting on your bum. So I just want to do a little stretch for the ankles. So if you lean back, you can then lift one knee and you're stretching the ankle right there. And then lift the other knee. There you go. Crack. Crack, crack. You're like the Christmas cracker today. So for those who don't want to do this, and don't do it, but for those who want to do this, you can do both at the same time. And if you want to show off, which I don't recommend, you can do it. No hands. Doesn't make you better in any way. Just means that, you know, you're game for trying something different. So like maybe 5 more seconds of this. And then come forward, tuck your toes in, press yourself up for downward facing dog. And I'll give you 2-3 breaths just to come home to this pose. Maybe this is your favorite pose. And then let's walk, but I'd like you to try to see if you can walk taking little steps, but with straight legs. So take a tiny little step, but keep your legs very straight. Or if you have them bent, you can keep them bent, but keep them bent the same bend the whole time. So we're walking towards our hands. Oh. And then see if you bring your hands onto your shins, bend your elbows, squeeze your elbows towards your ribs, stick your head out of your shoulders, and really extend through your whole spine. As you exhale, slide your hands around, grab hold of the back of your ankles, pull yourself a little bit closer. Bend your knees, take your arms out to the side, draw a massive circle, and come all the way up. With your exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Tadasana will stay here for extra breath. Just stand. Feel your feet. Maybe wiggle your toes a little bit. See if you lift up onto your tippy toes. And then come down. Roll the insteps in, so you lift the outer edges of your feet. And then roll onto the outer edges of your feet, lift the insides. And then see if you can just balance on your heels. This for me is really hard. Oh, there we go. And then come back onto your feet. And see if you bend your knees a little bit. Maybe do a couple of circles. And then change the direction. And then, so we have 4 corners of the feet just in front of your big toe, your little toe, and on each side of the heels. Press those 4 corners down. Rotate from underneath your knees out to the front. So you kind of rotate out. And then your thighs are going to rotate in. So you're like, if it's exaggerated, you'd look like this. But then you stick your bum in, you squeeze your bum a little bit. Lift your ribs out of your hips. Put your imaginary corset on so that all your energy stays in here. Don't want to leak out. We're working on the Manipura today, so especially not this. A little bit more in. Roll your shoulders back. And then from here, lift your arms straight up and then bend your elbows and tap the back of your neck with your thumbs. Widen your elbows. And then from here, like this, fold all the way down. Release your hands, bring your fingertips to the front of your shins, elbows in towards your ribs, look forward, lengthen your spine. And then as you exhale, soft belly, come really close. You can roll your hands around to the back of your ankles. Bend your knees, bring your hands down on the floor, and then walk, step, or jump to plank. Don't worry, this is the first one. So we're just like, stop here for a little moment. Bend your knees, tuck your toes back, and come to child's pose. Look forward, slide yourself forward. Try to stay really close to your mat the whole time. Chin and chest onto the floor. Tuck your toes back. Tuck your tail in. As you come forward, keep your chin into your chest. Raise yourself up, shoulders down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Widen your shoulders. Beautiful, friends. And then see if you stick your bum back like someone's pulling from your tail. Tuck your toes in. Downward facing dog. Oh, it's about to start the fun times. Lift your right foot straight up. And then exhale, tap your right foot on your right upper arm. Not your foot, your knee. I meant your knee. Bring it back up. And you know we're doing 5, so 4 more times. Tap on the arm. Actually touch, if you can. With your exhale, actually try to make contact. So I've done 3, hopefully you as well. 1 more time. And then bring your right foot forward between your hands. You can keep your left knee a little bit bent. Bend your right knee a lot. Tuck your tail in so that we can really hold our spine straight. Lift your arms. And then open your arms like you're hugging the whole universe here. Beautiful. I want to stay for 3 more breaths because we're already done 4. Front foot, press it down. So it's not this, because then everything on top gets wobbly. Try to squeeze the floor down, like you're in charge of keeping the floor below you. And then from here, exhale, come all the way back down. This time we're staying in the plank for an extra breath. Tuck your belly in, tuck your tail in, it's nice and strong. And then exhale, lower your knees. Come back to child's pose, tuck your toes behind you. Look forward, slide along your mat. Chin and chest into the floor. Keep your elbows nice and close. Tuck your tail in, chin towards your chest. And the last thing that uncurls is your head. Tuck your toes in, stick your tail out, press back. Downward facing dog. Oh, isn't this fun? Here we go. With your inhale, lift your left leg straight up.
And as you exhale, bring your left knee to your right upper arm. Sorry, your left upper arm. I meant left. And do that 4 more times. Follow your exhale to your left upper arm. Inhale to the ceiling. And now let's step forward with the left foot between the hands. Bend your right knee as well. Make sure your left knee is just above. And then super glue your foot to the floor. So you really stay there. Tuck your tail in. Squeeze everything in. The corset is there. Inhale, raise your arms. Open, look up. Hold. It's that tapas, that inner fire, where like you could just quit, and sit down and take child's pose. And some teachers be like, anytime, take child's pose. And I'll be like, you can do that at home. Let's do one more breath. It's so good. We're going to do plank for 3 breaths this time. Come down, find your plank, tuck your tail in, squeeze your belly in, put your corset on. Keep your shoulders just in front of your fingertips if you can. There we go. Knees, child's pose, tuck your toes back. Look forward, slide your way all the way forward, chin and chest, bum up really high. Tuck your tail in, chin towards the chest, round up. And then lastly, uncurl your head. Beautiful. Downward facing dog. And then this time the same as before. So these kind of like straight-legged baby steps towards the wrists. And then this time, when we get there, we're going to try to tap on the fingers or on the wrist. So you can bend the leg or you can keep it straight and just try to tap. And this is all about the abdominals now to do that little lift. So guess how many? 5 on each side, of course. 5 for everything today. I'm doing 4th, 5th, and 5th. Bend your knees a little bit. Rest your torso on your thighs. Stick your nose in between your legs. Take your hands around the back of your legs, pressing to your shins. Sorry, your calves are on the back side. I meant calves. And then see if you can slowly start to extend your legs a little bit straighter. Keep your nose between your knees. And then look forward. Bring your hands to the front of your shins. Now we're here. Look forward. And then bend your knees. Swoop your arms around. Pull that energy all the way up with you. Hands to your heart. And we're going to do the whole thing kind of sort of similar, but not really exactly the same, but kind of similar. Again, so reach your hands up. Bend your elbows, touch yourself on the back of your neck, widen your arms, and then start to fold all the way down. Inhale, look forward with the back flat. Keep your elbows really wide, hands still behind your head. Oh my God. Release your hands, bring them to the front of your shins. Bend your elbows and then start to slowly curl down. You can hug around the back of your legs. Bend your knees, hands down. Let's step back to plank. Tuck your tail in, squeeze your belly in, put on your corset. Bring your shoulders in front of your fingertips. 1 more breath. Bend your knees, roll back, child's pose. Slide yourself along your mat forward, chin and chest on the floor, bum up. Tuck your tail in, tuck your chin to your chest, round up, nice and strong. Widen your shoulders. It looks so nice. Exhale and come back, tail first to downward facing dog. I think everybody in the room right now could do with just spreading your fingers a little bit wider. Really connect with your hands as well. Otherwise, you're going to get painful, and then you'll be like, oh, yoga hurts my hands. And I'll be like, no. The way you're doing it hurts your hands. All right. Right foot goes up. Bend the knee. Open the knee towards the ceiling. So you're trying to tap your left foot towards your right shoulder, kind of. And then this time, we are going to go to the left upper arm. So take your right knee across and tap your left upper arm. Inhale, bring your knee back up towards the ceiling. And guess what? 4 more times. Follow your breath around. Back up with your inhale. Tap again with your exhale. I've counted 3, so 2 more. Last time. Tap. And then throw your right foot forward. Turn your left heel in a little bit, about 45 degrees. Press into the outer edge of your left foot a lot. Press your feet down a lot. Magnetize your feet this time towards each other. So your feet pull in. Start to come up. And then just align yourself so that we can be in warrior 1. Hips are both facing forward. Front knee very bent. Arms up. And then we're going to go flying a little bit. So with your exhale, warrior 2. And then here, with your inhale, you're going to lift your right foot, come up onto the heel, tuck your hands together and touch your fingertips. Exhale back to warrior 2. And then use your left arm to pull your left hip forward to come back to warrior 1. So that was 1. This is going to happen 4 more times. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, I don't know what to call this one, like a flying warrior maybe. Return to warrior 2. Swoop to warrior 1. And back, warrior 2. Flying. Here, let's just call it flying, warrior 2. Swoop, warrior 1. Warrior 2. Fly. Warrior 2. Swoop it up. Oh, last time, warrior 2. Warrior, flying, there we go. I was getting so excited. Warrior 2, flying up to warrior 1. Yes. And then plank for 4 or 5 breaths. Squeeze your belly in, tuck your tail in, squeeze your bum, hold everything in, get really active. Last breath, knees down, toes behind you, child's pose. Slide your way forward, chin and chest to the floor. Tuck your tail in, chin to your heart. Come up, really widen your shoulders, and then lastly, uncurl your head. Yes, 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 yes. Now, should we just try to tap ourselves on the head with the right foot? Just a little bit. And then with the left foot. And then maybe like 2 more times with each side. It's like a hamstring curl. But also if you don't lift your hips, it is a back opener as well. Nice. You know that you're here, right? Yeah. And then tuck your toes in, bend your butt back, like someone's pulling from your tail to downward facing dog. I feel like you've earned a little moment to just take a pause, so I'll give you 2 breaths. That's all you got. That's how good you're doing. You get 2 breaths. That's your reward. All right, there you go. Inhale, left foot up. Bend your knee, open the hip, and then bring your left knee to your right upper arm. Inhale, back up, knee bends. Exhale to the right upper arm. 3 more times. after this one, there's one more up to the upper arm. And then see if you can throw your left foot forward. Turn your right heel in, the warrior stance. Press into the outer edge of that foot. Pull your feet towards each other. You'll feel your pelvic floor start to go, oh, okay. So when we're in warrior one, both hips want to try to be forward. For the other warriors, the flying and the warrior two, the hips are next, like one is in front. So there's a movement there as well as in the arms. So let's start in warrior one. Here we go. Bring a little bit further down the front leg. Why not? Nice and strong. Tuck your tail in. Squeeze your glutes. Here we go. Warrior two with the exhale. Fly your warrior with the inhale. Lift up on your heel. Beautiful. Back to warrior two. Use your right arm to swoop your right hip forward. Warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Fly up. Warrior two. Warrior one. Warrior two. Fly. Back to warrior two. Warrior one. Oh, two more times. Warrior two. Slide up. Warrior two. Warrior one. One last time. Warrior two. Slide up. Warrior two. Warrior one. And plank for what? 5 breaths? So boring to just be still. Why don't we go a little bit side to side with the feet? So keep working on the waist today. It's all about the Manipura chakra today. Side to side. It goes faster this way, doesn't it? Maria's loving it. Loving every moment. All right, come back to the center. Knees down. Child's pose. An extra breath. Yeah, just one. Look forward, slide your way forward, chin and chest to the floor. Tuck your tail in, bring your chin to your chest. Round up, cobra. And then let's just play around a little bit with the lower back. So this time, lift your right foot, but then tip it over and tap the floor behind the other side of your left leg. Come back, left foot lift, tap the floor behind your right leg. And let's do that one more time to each side. Yes, beautiful. Come back, cobra. Tuck your toes in, take your belly bum out. Downward facing dog. And then let's walk our hands towards our feet. And bring your hands all the way up to your shins. Elbows in. Look forward, lengthen your spine out. And then as you exhale, come really close towards your thighs. Bend your knees. Bring your fingertips to the sides of your feet, and then let's come into chair pose. Tail sticks in, corset is on, arms are in line with the ears. Everybody's feeling so strong. Yes, 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 yes. 2 more breaths. And then come all the way up to standing. Hands to the heart. Close your eyes. Feel the 4 corners of your feet. Check that below your knees, you're turning your legs outward. Above your knees, you're turning your thighs inward. Squeeze your bum in. Lift your ribs out of your hips. Relax your shoulders, your tongue, your forehead, and your jaw. Inhale and swoop your arms big up and around, palms together. Bend your elbows. Bring your thumbs to the back of your neck. Widen your elbows and come forward. See if you can go all the way to where your nose is between your knees, maybe. Inhale, flat back, so you're doing a 90-degree shape with your upper body. Take your arms straight in front. Hold here, 2 breaths. Bend your knees, bring your fingertips to the sides of your feet. On your inhale, come back up to chair pose. Nice one. Slowly bring your hands down and then walk your hands all the way forward. And we are gonna do side plank. It just gets better. All right, so you can have your knees a little bit bent if you want. Let's do it towards the left. So turn both your feet towards their left sides. Press your left hand down a lot. Take your right arm up. Try to lift your hips as high as you can. Bend your knees a little bit. Bring your bum towards your feet. And then inhale, straighten out and lift up again. So we're like doing a little flow, yes. Guess how many times? 5? We've done 3. 2 more. You got it, you got it, you got it. I keep my feet separate, Anna Maria. I don't have them so close. For me, that's easier, but you do whatever works best for your body. Come back, real plank, just for a moment. And then see if we can, without the knees, come down, belly to the floor. Tuck your toes back. Bring your hands so your fingers are below your nipples. Elbows in. Press the tops of your feet down. Press your Venus mountain down. Suck your belly away from the floor. Chin into your chest. Come up. 2 full breaths. 2. Nice one. Tuck your knees in. Press yourself back. All the way to downward facing dog. What is up with that, right? Feels so good to be alive. Yes. All right, right foot's going to go up with the inhale. And then we're going to step it forward between the hands. See if you bend your left knee, come all the way up. And then I just want to do a little bit of a back bend. So hands are going to come on your heart. It's not like from there. It's keeping your bum in, keeping your tail in, keeping everything nice and close, and then rolling your shoulders back and looking up. Beautiful. For 2 more breaths. And then warrior 3, your way out of it. So press into your right leg a lot. Come forward and see if you can fly. Use your left foot as a gauge. Press either the toe away or the heel away. And then for 2 more breaths, take your arms straight in front. Fingers are active, so are the toes. You know where everything is because this is your body and your body is awesome. And then slowly bring your hands down. Just the last one is going to be the standing split. So we're going to try to see if it's possible to lift the left leg straight up. And then if it's possible to hold on just around the right ankle. So we're not using the hands on the floor. It's just the foot. Yes, yes, yes. And then slowly make your way back, left foot back. Take your hands to the floor. Right foot steps back. And then wiggle your feet over to the right side plank. Lift your hips high, bend your knees, bum towards your feet. Inhale and come all the way back up. Yes. 3 more. Andrea, open your fingers again. You're doing the monkey hand. Yes. Press your hand down properly. There you go. 1 last time. Back to normal plank. Just for like 1 more breath. Roll forward in front of your shoulders. Come all the way down slowly. Bring your hands a little bit further back. Take your feet a little bit wider than your yoga mat. Press the tops of your feet down. Tuck your belly in. Press your pubic bone in. Chin into your chest. Lift yourself up. And we'll hold here. This is for your back. Nice one. Bend your knees. Downward facing dog. All right, so let's see. Left leg goes up. Left foot steps forward between the hands. Keep your right knee pretty bent. Come all the way up. Tuck your tail in. Squeeze your corset. Hold everything together. Hands by your heart. And then start to just trust yourself to come back a little bit more. Look up if you want. Nice. One. Beautiful. Start to come forward. Warrior 3. Feel your left leg. Nice and powerful. Hold. Use your foot. Don't just let it dangle. Use it. Press into the foot. Pretend that the air has substance, like you're holding yourself in the air. Take your arms forward. Yes, 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 yes. We're doing so good. Hands around the ankle. Take your right toes up towards the ceiling. Last breath. Slowly bring your feet down. And then I think we should just sit all the way down. And before we do anything else, I think we just deserve to just lay down flat for like 3 breaths. Just go, wow. I did all of that. I overcame my inner tamas, which is that energy that just wants to sit on the sofa and eat chocolate. I activated my inner tapas. And my Manipura chakra is on fire now, isn't it? Yes, 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 yes. All right, friends, bend your knees, bring your feet towards your bum. Hug your knees in towards your chest. And then see if you take your legs straight up, you can hold on to the back of your thighs. Look at your feet, don't you love them? Aren't they so cool? See if you do a few circles with your ankles. I mean, compared to your iPhone, they don't have, like screens or whatever, but they are pretty cool. Imagine if you walked around on your phone all day, it would not work this well. Change the direction of your circles. Bend your knees, and then let's do a few circles for the knees and the hips. So it's like something like that. Change direction. See how easy it is for you to do the same thing right away. Don't think about it. Happy baby, shall we? Oh, right? And if you haven't noticed already, see if you can feel how much your body loves you right now. Every little cell in your body is here showing up for you so that you can have this life experience. Every little cell is doing its best for you. I want to do lying eagle. So we're going to take the right leg over the left leg. And if you can wrap your right foot behind your left ankle. If you can't, that's okay. But try to keep your ankles close so you're not letting them flare out. We're not sitting on a chair. We're still doing yoga. Take your left arm first and then take your right arm and slide the elbow across. wrap your arms around until you find yourself palm to palm. See if you can keep your knees and your elbows touching. Press your elbows away from your body. And we're going to stay here for about 6 or 7 breaths even. It's a little bit longer. Squeeze yourself together like you're an eagle. I don't know why this one is called eagle. I think because you're supposed to look through your hands and like practice your far vision, or the vision of being able to see straight through things. Yes, all right. Slowly release your arms. Open them up to the side. You can bring them into cactus if you want, so about 90 degrees in your elbows. You can unhook your foot around the back of your ankle if you need to. And then let's bring the knees over towards the left side. Try not to let your right shoulder come off the floor. Try to keep it. Andrea, we've still got our legs crossed, so the right knee is over the left. Yes. I mean, you don't have to. If you like better what you were doing, then do what you were doing. Yes. I think like 3 more breaths here. Just start thinking about it, just thinking about it. And then let's start to move right back. And then let's open our legs and our feet and let's just shake them out a little bit. Just like everything is made of rubber and nothing really matters and it's all good. All right. And then left leg goes across the right. If you can, wrap your left foot around your right ankle, then do that. Right arm first. Left arm over, cross your elbows, wrap your hands around until your arms around until you find your palms to palm. Knees and elbows want to get as close as you can. Press your elbows away from your body. Stay here, breathe. Check in with your forehead, relax your skin, relax your jaw, relax your tongue. And then see if you can breathe even deeper, even though this is like a little bit of work. Practice staying aware of your breath even when things get hard. Two more breaths just here. And then slowly release your arms. Come into cactus arms. Keep your legs the way they are. And then bring your legs over to the right side. Try not to lift your left shoulder too much. Stay here. Maybe 3, maybe 4 more breaths. And then as you start to think about moving, just feel what your body wants you to do before you move into Shavasana. You have the choice to do something really weird, like a shin stand if you want, or maybe you need to dance, or maybe you just need to give yourself a hug. Anybody for a blanket? You want me to tuck you in like
Be like a selfless mother. Oh, look at you. She's a pro. So I'm going to read for you first from the book. So just allow these words to resonate where they resonate. It's up to you what is true for you. You need to know that. You need to have your own truth cord, because otherwise you're going to take everything in, and then, there's no boundaries at all. So the Manipura is the solar plexus chakra. It's easy to lose sight of who you are when the world is pulling you in a million directions. When your solar plexus energy is low, you feel unsure about what it is you really want. Take some time apart from others, especially those who are trying to direct your path, and figure out who you are outside of everyone else. Explore new topics, read new books, travel to new places, immerse yourself in new cultures. It's time for you to unlearn all that you learned so that you can become all that you are. Or maybe you have finally come to a place where you know exactly who you are. Gone are the days of confusion and blurred lines between your truth and the expectations of others. You have finally grounded into your essence and built the foundation of your empowered self. You've had to let go of many friendships and relationships that were no longer serving you to get to where you are, and it was all worth it. Now is the time to really go after what you want in life. What do you care about? What lights you up? How do you want to serve? Meditate on these questions so that you can take action on what comes up. inside of your body, you have these powerful energy centers. And the one that we've given extra attention to today is located just at your solar plexus. It governs your diaphragm, your stomach, and your spleen. This is your power center, and they say that when this chakra is fully active, it shines with the radiance of 1,001 suns. And see if you can see it, feel it, connect with this energy in your body. This very powerful place in your body where you have your willpower, the willpower to have discipline, to have persistence, and to know what you want. This is also a very powerful place for guidance. We know which path to take. We don't choose from the mind. We follow the pull of the Manipura chakra. Manipura means the place of jewels. And so this is where we have our secret cave of diamonds and gold. So as you lie here, just allow your Manipura to shine. Maybe it shines with yellow light, or gold light, or maybe it's just like rainbow sparkles. But I'd like you to see it, to feel it, to know it, and to trust this energy center. Trust your power. The time of being selfless and playing small to make other people more comfortable is ended, because we've all started realizing that it doesn't make them more comfortable. It doesn't change how they feel about themselves at all. All it does is stop us from really living. So if you found that thing that you need to do, not just want, but need to do, to really feel meaning and purpose for this life that you've been given, just bring that here into your power center. Give it like a gift of your own promise to be your own present. Breathe a little bit deeper. Check in with your tongue, your lips, your jaw, your forehead. And then start with little movements, maybe your toes or your fingers, or maybe even your head moving a little bit side to side. Wake yourself up in a loving way. If you didn't have a good start earlier this morning, then this is your second chance. Make the most of it. Feel how that fire burns warmth into your heart, and your heart has no choice but to stay open. You can hug yourself in, you can stretch yourself out, whatever your body, whatever she's asking for, do that. And then let yourself rise like the sun that you are. Find an easy way of sitting where you're not compressing or blocking your power center, but your power center is nice and open. So I thought to really go all the way today, we'll end where we started with our hands in front of our solar plexus. And we'll end with the mantra Ram. So we'll do it 3 times and then 3 times Shanti. So when you're ready, take a big inhale. Exhale. Inhale for Ram. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Slowly bring your hands to your heart. Raise your heart to meet your hands. Bow your head to the wisdom here. Thank you so much for your practice. Namaste. Thank you. Illuminated, right? From the inside.